Actually, I got a question. How long do you normally sleep for? How long is your sleep?
It's strange, right? Yeah, I know. Or they
Talk to the cow.
Why does it sound so complicated?
yeah, or they make babies, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Now it's very different from last time.
Okay.
Now I try to follow my own rhythm because I'm not I don't work irregular hours. So I actually go to sleep around 9:30. So very early, yeah.
That's early. That's
Very early because I'm reversing everything that I used to be the person who stay up until 4 or 5, that kind of thing. But the last few years, when I find that as I regulated myself, my internal clock, I'll start to get sleepy when the sun goes down, or rather when your body calms down. So then I sleep earlier, but I also tend to wake up very early also, because I also sleep only around 5-6 hours.
So what time do you normally wake up?
So let's say at 9 to 9:30.
4 a.m.
Yeah, thereabouts 3:30. So I wake up, but doesn't mean that I wake up like I'm very fresh. So usually then I'll have ideas like I write or something for about maybe an hour.
Okay.
But by my wife wakes up at 5, she goes do her exercise. Then I sleep again.
Oh, okay.
Second part.
The second part?
Yeah. So I did a bit of research into last time people when they don't have all this TV and all those stuff and social gatherings, they actually sleep early because nothing to do, right? And they work in the farms or whatever. So then they will sleep maybe 8 even, but they will wake up maybe around 2 a.m. Then they.
This is very, very, very old.
Yeah. This is long ago.
Like 50 years ago or something.
Yeah, not even maybe a few hundred years ago. I can't exactly remember. They call it a 2-part sleep. So then they wake up, they chat, socialize. It's strange, right? Yeah, I know. Or they
Talk to the cow.
Why does it sound so complicated?
yeah. Or they make babies,
Okay.
Okay, whatever it is. Yeah. But because they have they're well rested, so they do whatever they need to. Maybe they talk among the fireplace or whatever. Then they go back to sleep again. And that's when the second part of sleep is, they call it deep sleep.
Okay.
That means because the first part you are processing your day, maybe, you're very tired, then you sink down slowly. Okay, you rested, body rested, but your mind maybe not really rested. So second part is when you go into the deep sleep, then you wake up and you're fresh. Currently, that's what I think happened.
Does it actually work?
I don't know. I mean, for
Like
me,
you wake up at 2 a.m., you get into a chat, and then you can go into deep sleep.
well, maybe in the modern world we're not used to that anymore, But because back then, but that's why I say when I wake up at 3 plus or 4, I do some writing or thinking. I have fresh ideas. And now I don't need to write. I quickly take my phone.
But actually, that makes a lot of sense though, because what I thought is like even for me just now when I was sharing that I slept at 12, but I wake up around 6.
6 hours.
I felt fresh.
Yeah.
But when I decide to sleep again, then I wake up
It
disrupted everything.
Oh, you did wake up at 6 feeling fresh.
Yeah.
Yes,
But then I it's still early for me to do so,
And then you went back,
went
and
to
then
sleep.
after I feel a little off.
And I actually that makes sense because there are a lot of times where I feel where I can't sleep in the middle of the night because I'm like overstimulated. Especially if you're on the phone and all that. And then maybe that's why people back then sleep early because they are overstimulated. But I don't think it's sleep. Maybe it's rest.
Yeah.
They rest until their mind calms down, and they wake up, they do a bit of stuff, and then they go into deep sleep.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Quality of sleep.
It's like a second nap. To give you that boost, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, how many hours do you sleep?
I do a good 7 hours. I love my sleep, by the way. It's good. I know a time when I didn't sleep well and I felt really sick. So nowadays I'm very jealous about sleep. No later than 1. Nowadays a little bit more to do. Between 12, midnight, 1, I go to sleep and I wake up at like 7:30, 8:30. I really just enjoy.
Yeah, that's great.
And I think I use one technique. Close my book before I go to bed.
Close your book.
I may have a lot to do. I think we all have a lot to do nowadays, right? But when I leave my desk at home, in my mind, close the book. I don't think about it
That
anymore.
means you completely shut.
Yeah, I just shut down.
Yeah.
And I go to bed, nothing, think nothing, worry nothing,
Yeah.
just sleep.
How though?
Hey, it's because I came from a time when I go to bed with a lot in my head.
Yeah.
So I didn't sleep well.
Yeah.
Right? So now I think back and say, hey, I got to shut. It's a choice. So I use my mind, just say, okay, close the book. My phrase is close the book. Actually, my computer, I actually leave it on, but in my mind, it's shut. My phone is shut.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that. It's like I get what you're trying to say.
Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard. Just
It's
close the book.
physically close the book.
Right? Close the account for the day. Close shop
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know, when you set up business, you open the shop, you close the shop,
Yeah.
right? At the end, you close the shop. What else you can do? The shop already closed, right? Hey, go home lah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Right. But I think that it takes a lot of discipline
think
to
it's training.
actually
No,
close the
don't
book.
think about it. If you think it takes a lot of discipline, you won't do it.
Really?
Yeah. Discipline is a
mean, like,
disempowering word.
Yeah. I mean,
Anything to do with discipline,
I
cannot do.
want to, I want to close that book. But like I can't.
So
Yeah, because you're not ready to close book.
yeah. So what I also realized is that say if you want to sleep at 12, so maybe by about 2 hours before that you need to slow down. Because it's very hard for a lot of people to suddenly close the book.
Yeah.
Unless you train yourself, right?
I think it's what you tell yourself, right? I mean, frankly, at that point, I've done everything I could for the day. Now I need to sleep, right? And I value my sleep. So I stop thinking.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes we overrate our sense of self-importance and we think that our continuing to think is going to make a difference. But if you close the book, there's nothing else you can do. Just go to sleep. It's like, hey, go to sleep. You tell yourself, go to sleep.
Interesting.
And you don't let your mind travel. You just
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, enjoy your bed.
Yeah.
Enjoy a pillow. Sometimes maybe people's pillow or the bed
I think I
not
understand what you mean.
comfortable enough.
There's a lot of talking inside the head, like pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop,
yeah,
pop.
yeah.
You know what I do? No? My mind is very interesting. I overthink and stuff, right? So I have this funny kind of method to sleep. So like I cannot sleep at night. I will just TikTok. Then I will just shit. I really need to sleep because like 5 a.m. already.
Yeah.
So I will just sleep, close my eyes, sleep down with on my side. Now I just breathe
Yeah. Yeah.
Breathe.
You got it right. Yeah.
from your nose out to your mouth, and then you think about the breathing.
Yeah. You do. You actually that's
Maybe
meditation.
they should give about the other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know how it
Yeah,
helps because it helps me to focus on the breathing
Yeah,
instead of
Correct.
thinking
So
of
this is actually this is actually one of the qigong method because I also learned qigong. So the way to slow down to have a deeper sleep is to do qigong is
Qigong.
actually in Chinese it's like okay, a lot of people recognize Tai Chi. You know Tai Chi, right?
yeah.
So Tai Chi is a form of qigong. Qi is actually your biological battery, so it's your energy. There are many forms of it, but anyway, breathing is one of the main thing, especially to slow down. Whether it's yoga or even in modern times now, there's a lot of breathwork exercises.
Yeah.
So what are you doing is really correct.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're slowing down your parasympathetic, your nervous system, so that you can calm your body down, and then like I say, shut down. Because the reason why we can't shut down is because it keeps going. But of course, not everyone can say, "Hey, I want to shut down now."
Yeah.
It takes slowing down your body.
I share you a little trick.
Yeah.
I once was working with someone who said, I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I have problem. Blah, blah. I said, why do you go to bed and you shut your eyes? If you shut your eyes now, what can you see?
Nothing.
Focus on that. I said, what? Yeah, focus on that nothing. Because it's all dark, right? And the next day you say, oh, I could sleep.
Hey, don't sleep.
I'm right.
I think we should not overcomplicate it. We should just
Yeah.
keep it very simple. Close the book, focus on, enjoy your bed, focus on nothing. I mean, it's like oxymoron, focus on nothing. But that's what we need, focus on nothing. I think when you focus on your breathing, it's not quite nothing, but you focus on breathing, you take your mind off your work.
Correct.
It's the work that keeps us awake.
Yeah, correct.
So that's it.
Well, very interesting. I used to have the ring. Remember I always
Yeah,
wear a
the back ring.
That ring helps me to track sleep. So when you say about deep sleep, right? You need 2 parts.
Yeah.
my one is it will just measure the whole night.
Yeah,
Throughout.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if you wake up in the night, right?
Yeah.
It will still just counts as deep sleep even.
Yeah.
I don't know how does it work.
How does your ring come in?
So the ring has like a sensors in the ring on the ring. Then after that, it will send to the app, and then the app will check my sleep and everything.
Okay.
It's
So you're actually tracking your sleep with that.
yeah, correct.
I thought you meditate on the ring and
No lah.
Yeah.
I mean Apple Watch also
Yeah,
have. Oh, I'm
yeah.
just sponsoring Apple for me.
But if I'm not wrong, that is still like if you accidentally wake up during your sleep,
It will
it will be an interrupted sleep.
yeah, it will track. It will track.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because of deep sleep, it will actually count how many hours you have deep sleep. So I will just open the app. Oh, you had 2 hours of deep sleep.
Yeah.
But which is very interesting, like, because like why only 2 hours? Then the other hours is what?
That means you have. That's why going back to TCM perspective. So when you lack qi, they call it, which is your biological battery. So you think that actually you should, when you are lacking energy, you sleep, and you should have a restful sleep. But it actually takes a lot of energy to help you sleep. I mean,
It takes a lot.
I know it sounds contradictory,
Yeah.
but you actually, what they meant is that that means you have no blockage inside you. That means your blood is flowing properly,
Okay.
and then your body can actually calm down and rest.
it takes a certain chi
Yeah.
to fall asleep.
Correct. So it's actually your at the end of the day, a lot of things we always find it contradictory. That you think, oh, I'm so tired, but maybe you go. Yes, you can shut down your mind maybe is still going on, but your body shut down. So that's why it's not deep sleep, which is why in TCM they say you should have no dreams when you sleep, which is actually meaning. The meaning I think is that you don't have dreams you can remember vividly, lah. That means you're not replaying your day or something that happened. That means you're
Something
going.
that never happened also.
True. Yeah. That's
So
another whole
if
thing.
you
yeah.
have dreams, you're not in deep sleep.
Yeah, because
technically.
you're still, your mind is doing some traveling or whatever.
Your mind's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, I have a lot of dreams. Now I know.
Yeah.
Confirm mind working.
Yeah. Because it's subconsciousness. Right? Your subconscious brain is still whether is working on something or something that has a meaning to what you were concerned with. It may not be exactly, So it's a lot of science behind that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, this one, fun fact.
Fun fact.
I used to work in the stock market, right? And that was when I had my worst sleep. Because we have a morning meeting, I have to answer question. So I go to bed and then I say, oh, the stock market boom or bust, I don't know, right? But it's kind of in my mind. And then I wake up in the morning, I feel tired. And then I think back, what's happening is I overrate my sense of importance. What can my focusing on the matter do about the matter? If it's time to sleep, I sleep. I wake up in the morning, see what happened. But I worry, right? So I think when we worry, we are overrating our ability to do something. We just surrender.
Yeah.
So I let maybe the word is surrender. I just say I can't do anything about it now. Everything I can do, I've done. Stop. Sleep.
Interesting.
But I think what most people do is they think about it and they feel they have to keep thinking about it. They go to bed, they're still thinking about it. I think that's the worst thing. One of the best habit I've learned is put your phone away.
Yeah.
Because it's a phone nearby. Then you look at it. And then you kind of trigger again. You want to see trigger again.
I have this friend, okay, yesterday tell me I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
Really cannot sleep. Okay? So after that, I said, but do you put your phone away? I asked. Okay, I asked what time was the last meal and then you put your phone away. Yeah, I put my phone away. I said, serious. So I went to Instagram this morning and I was scrolling. Then the last post was exactly 10 hours ago, which is 2 a.m. in the morning. So I'm like, you said you put your phone away. He said, no, after that I put my phone away. No, shit, you can't sleep.
No, when put away got two meaning. Put away, put on the bed next to you, on the table, or put in the other room. The one that will put in the other room. Because you put next to you, sure you'll be tempted. It's
Check a bit.
Put away from your face.
Away from your face.
Still can use mah?
So two things about the phone distraction. One is your mind, you keep one thing, right? But the other thing is the light. The blue light, they call it Ellen, right? Artificial light at night. Yeah, it's called Ellen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, so
Hey, you're a producer, you should know that.
so that thing actually stimulates your brain lah. So that's why it keeps going on. Where you look at screen, look at TV, then you look at the phone, then you're so tired but you cannot sleep because this thing keeps stimulating you.
Correct.
And nowadays, if you notice like the street lights also they use LED. I got chickens crawling. I mean, chickens been loud at night at like 3 a.m. because mixed up. Right, they think it's morning already. So that's why everything's disrupted. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because when you mentioned just now, like I think a few moments back, you said that you need to prepare yourself for
Yeah.
bed 2 hours.
Yeah, that means put away.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally put hours.
Yeah. Not
Because that
just before.
person slept at 5. So I was like, that's about roughly 2-3 hours
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Dang.
I can sense the terasiness.
Yeah. Somebody in the room.
Yeah, somebody in the room,
Feel like, shit. Why are you talking about me?
But you know the what Ellen Key
Ellen Key.
Ellen Tool.
Artificial light.
Artificial light. I use the what you call it, the night shift. The one that changes
has
the light to the
color to a
orangey
bit,
color.
yeah. But you're still stimulated lah, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, and also whether if it doesn't stimulate your mind, is your eyes also feel heavy. You know what I mean? Because it's light. That's why they say the best way to sleep is total darkness, right? Yeah. And then your mind also dark.
True.
Is it? Does it work?
When I sleep, my room is completely black.
Yeah. That's the
There's
problem.
no leaking
Yeah.
light from
Oh,
anywhere.
I need the warm light.
Yeah.
You sleep with the light on.
Yeah, it's just a very small table lamp light, just flashing on the wall only.
You scared?
I've read somewhere. I read somewhere that if you sleep with the lights on,
Uh-huh.
is a lower quality of sleep than if you sleep with the lights all out.
Yeah,
Why do you try it? See why?
I go throw away the light already.
Switch it off first lah.
That's why human beings sleep at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Maybe your body is confused thinking that it's in the morning. The dawn.
But sometimes got moonlight.
So that's why sometimes when you go on a holiday to outskirts, you tend to rest earlier. I find, for me at least,
yeah.
because it's darker.
Also nothing to do.
Yeah, and that too, no distraction on TV or drinking or whatever. But then nowadays when you look out in bright lights, city, everything, even in neighborhoods, it's still bright. The sky also is never dark, right?
Yeah,
So that's why your somehow it affects us in terms of our circadian rhythm. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I got read one thing. My sleep was so bad last time. Like I couldn't sleep until 5 a.m. and it was like every day. Then I was sick and tired of it. So I was trying to find some answers on how to get a better sleep.
Yeah.
So I asked around, blah 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 blah. Then they keep saying it's always the same answer. Try melatonin. Try melatonin. Try melatonin. Then I at last I just I try lah. It helps I don't know but then slowly I saw it suddenly in TikTok I see melatonin gives you heart attack. Melatonin is not safe for your heart. And I'm like, wow, I buy already, then you all say this.
Now you really have another sleep problem.
Yeah,
is
that's
it
why-
helping me or is it?
That's right. So I'm okay I took it for a few nights only. Few nights and then after that, I don't know why I didn't take the melatonin. I got better sleep.
Maybe we are supposed to produce melatonin.
Yeah,
by
correct.
right naturally. But these days everything is like you got a solution through a pill, which I think
Yeah.
there's always a side effect to it. Maybe it's more about taking something that can help you to naturally produce it. Like slow down yourself. So but
I want to ask that intergenerational question.
Sure.
Do you think it's the young people's problem sleep?
I think
Yeah, young people have problem with sleep.
I would say so. From what you guys tell me, you all had your moments where you all were younger who can't sleep as well, right?
How will you explain it? Why do young people have more problem with sleep than older people?
I think it depends. For me, one few years ago, I had problems sleeping because it's not a problem. It's just that I want to stay up, or I just want to have fun, and all of that. But right now, it's more work, work, and the thing just runs in my mind. But I feel like back then, come think of it, back then I would tell myself, right, I say go to sleep. Even the afternoons now, right. My parents taught me how to sleep in the afternoon. Like they insist, okay, you need to have.
It's called a nap, yeah?
Yeah, afternoon nap.
restoration.
Now I don't have that luxury for an afternoon nap anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I miss the afternoon naps. Yeah, and I think it's always due to work.
Yeah.
We are more overloaded with. I feel we are more overloaded at this age, or quicker to get overload with stuff inside our head. We let things bother us very easily. Maybe for you guys, not so much anymore because probably you all have the wisdom to get out.
We were there before.
Yeah.
Okay, how were you? You think the young, why do you have a problem sleep? 5 a.m. and all?
To me, it's because of the phone. I think it's the social
Phone,
life
right?
that we had. Last time was the nightlife lah, but now is totally on the TikTok. The TikTok really, I don't know. It just makes you wanna stay.
It draws you in.
It draws you in even more.
She wanted to see.
Even though if you are tired already, but you
Still want to want more.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Then after that, see pretty
Yeah, then-
girl, then want to post. No, I'm just saying. It will, I think it easily triggers and stimulates you. You know,
correct.
like I have friends. They can watch their favorite artists or what, right? Then they will just post. You know, like wow, let's just post it more and more and more.
When we were their age, we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have internet even, right?
Yeah.
But we also had problems sleeping, right?
Of course. I mean, we party, we hang out.
Different device,
yeah.
but same reason.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I said, hey, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and I remember we used to like to walk to town to have the bottomless coffee.
Yeah.
There's one hotel that have bottomless coffee. They keep filling your coffee. And I like the strawberry cake, and we would do it at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's a Dunkin' Donuts somewhere in Holland Village. And this is a university, right? So we got friends, we got things to do, things to talk about. It's always so much to do. Why waste time sleeping, right? I think, why waste time sleeping? You got work to do, you just do. So I think when we are young, we feel like there's so much that we want to do, and sleep is an interruption to our fun or activity. That's what I hear.
yeah.
That's what I hear.
I think there's
what I
a
hear.
word for it, TikTok, is it?
TikTok is so fun. TikTok is so fun. You just can't stop, right?
Yeah, correct.
You just can't allow yourself to get into that.
Correct.
Same?
And then, if you look at it from a biological standpoint, right? You drink coffee, you're taking a lot of sugary stuff, and then you keep refilling that. How to sleep, right? Even when you
because we don't want to sleep.
correct. You don't sleep, and sometimes even like all the way until morning already, you still can't really sleep because you're so, filled with all these things, and your cortisol is already rising up.
Yeah.
And obviously, years down the road, then I realized that it affects our health. In terms of
Actually, there's two parts that's bothering me in my head right now.
Yeah.
But actually, the number one was I recently found out that there are not many people who knows about sleep debt. Sleep debt, and this is something that I only recently found out. I think 2 years ago that it exists. Some people think that if I sleep late, it's okay. I stay at 4 a.m. I can wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Actually, the quality of sleep is really bad during that period of time. I think you only have like 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours actually actual deep sleep and all of that. And I think what you all say makes sense also. When I don't sleep properly, my quality of work has become shit after that.
Yep.
In consistently, and it snowballs.
yes,
People think that, oh no, I need to stay up late and let me work even harder so I can get my stuff done and all that.
Yeah.
But the quality of the work becomes
You mess up the next day.
and then after when you mess it up, then you have to clear it up.
Then you gotta stay up
And
longer.
you stay up longer, and then you have to redo it, and
You
then
get more stress, more worry,
Yeah.
more angst.
And I think it affects our quality of work if we don't take care of our quality of sleep.
Yeah,
I think it's
Yeah. I mean, sleep is very important.
Yeah.
There was one time, it's just an unlucky day for me lah. I slept at 3. I slept at 6 a.m. I woke up at 9 a.m. This was 2019 Then my friends hey, let's go work. So I had a bike last time. We did deliveries.
Yeah.
The whole day from 9 a.m. all the way until 11 p.m. Wow, that was a fun day. $300, $400 I got inside my bank. The last order, was waiting for the last order. Sekali, I got unconscious.
Wow.
I was waiting for, I was riding around Orchard. the next thing I woke up was in the hospital.
Dang.
Yeah. So I really regretted it lah, because I knew that I didn't have enough sleep, but I still continued. I think the money that I had, I just didn't want to stop. Maybe it
Yeah.
was greedy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just wanted more. That's why.
I think it's also like you are already on that road. So
Yeah,
that
correct.
I mean, okay, we've read, I'm sure, I mean, I played video games before last time, played all night, that kind of thing, all the way in the morning, and then, you know, you're tired, but you're still playing, right? And then you've seen news about people who play video games until they passed away on the, you know, on the spot, right? And because it's like you're so tired out until it drains you completely, but you cannot stop. Right, and that is why I mean sleep is really important.
Yeah, I you know your part where you became unconscious and you got into an accident or something. You went to the hospital. Right? Actually, there was. I feel no, it's not, I'm not. I was not in a similar situation, but I feel like it was. I think this is something that a lot of people can relate to. I feel like it's the reason why a lot of accidents also happen, and especially motorbike. You know, motorbike.
Or bicycle.
Or bicycle.
It happened to me.
Is it?
Yeah, I used to wake up like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I go a long bicycle ride, many hours, right? So there was one at 10:30 a.m. I think. I actually black out. Luckily, I black out on the right side of the of the road. I got this souvenir from that time. Six stitches. And then I think back what happened. Yeah, I was kind of cheating on my sleep. Maybe sleeping late, waking up early. Oh, I'm going to cycle. I want to push myself. I actually blacked out. And in hospital for 1 year.
I think it's a survival thing, you know. Like for you, it's survival instinct. Like I need more money. I need more money. Need more money.
Whatever the reason may be.
And or like for games, like I need to level up. I need to level up. I need to level
I
up.
need to exercise early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I think in the common theme is we all tend to undervalue the importance of sleep.
Yeah.
We overvalue our role in producing work and making money. All that is important. But sleep, afterthought. Just like health, afterthought.
Yeah.
Who takes care of health before they're sick? Who takes care of sleep before the lack of sleep causes a problem?
Yeah.
Because I think we live in a culture where we overrate, oh, I'm busy. How often we say, I just had a good sleep. When was the last time someone talked about good sleep? People are always talking about, I'm so busy, I'm so important, I'm so this, I'm so that. So there is a lack of appreciation of the absolute necessity of sleep. Okay? Hear from someone here who probably almost died because he was chronically not sleeping well for years and years.
You?
Yeah, me. I will blame my cancer on sleep.
Your cancer was caused.
Yeah, I had cancer about 12, 13 years ago. And then, of course, my mom died of cancer and I was afraid of cancer, but it still happened to me. And I said, how come it happened to me? I'm taking all the supplements I could possibly take. And then the doctor poked my mind. He just said, you can take all the supplements you want, just make a lot of people a lot of money. But if you got fatigue, if you got virus infection, if your body is tired, it can happen anytime. Then I got it. Because I was chronically on sleep deficit, which I never bothered to make up. I go to bed at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I wake up tired. Wife says, let's go for a walk. And you go, I'm very tired, I need to catch up on my sleep, right? And this is not sometimes, this is all the time. And then that coupled with eating dinner in the middle of the night, just before I go back,
Yeah.
eat the wrong time, sleep too late, no
Eat a lot of
body
sugar.
not rest, stress, angst, thinking that my being angry is going to solve anything. And I think it erupted. So I think that multiple factors came together, but I think the most damning was the lack of rest.
Yeah.
That's why today I treasure my sleep. I don't want to die young. By the way, there was stage 3, so it's quite advanced cancer.
How's everything now?
Oh, now I'm good. I've never been healthier. And of course, now I don't take anything for granted. I have to be careful what I eat, be careful where I sleep, be careful who I get angry with. Nobody. I don't let anyone get angry with me because that also gets in the way of sleep, right?
Yeah.
So if you realize that sleep is as important as life and death, would you sleep better?
Of course.
Yeah.
But we don't think about sleep that way. Sleep.
I think everybody don't see that way at this. Okay, maybe our age. You don't see that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I didn't. I was like you, I didn't.
Strawberry cake in the
No, we spend the day studying, and then the best time to socialize in the middle of the night in the kitchenette. in the hostel, right?
Yeah.
And we'll talk, and we'll talk non-stop. Right? We can talk 1 hour, 2 hours. Some guys will just add one more hour. And then, hey, let's go out there for a Dunkin' Donut. Let's go out for bottomless coffee.
Yeah.
Then we don't sleep. Why? Because sleep. Do we need it?
Yeah.
We didn't think we needed
Sleep is for the week.
it. Sleep is for the week.
Yeah. That's right.
Sleep is for the one with no life.
Yeah.
Correct.
Going back to the question, what is sleep debt? I think that is important sleep debt.
Yeah.
How can we like, if you were to explain sleep debt to someone, how can we explain it?
I would say, sleep debt happens only if you don't sleep before 11. Anything before 11, your sleep debt starts to stack up already.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
So normally by right 10 is the sleep.
Yeah.
Max
Sleep.
minimum minimum 10, max 11.
Our way 11.
Yeah. So from 11 onwards, if I'm not wrong, you will start stacking on your sleep already. So for example, you sleep at 4 after 11, that's 5 hours.
Yes.
So 5 hours sleep debt. You can't clear your sleep debt just by sleeping an extra 5 hours.
Okay, are you saying 7 hours of sleep from 4 a.m. is not the same as 7 hours of sleep from 11?
Correct.
Yeah.
The sleep debt will stack.
And even if you add 2 more hours, it's still,
Yes.
you kind of lost the quality sleep.
The quality sleep that people say the uninterrupted rest, I think we heard this during NS days also. That 7 hours of uninterrupted rest, right, is actually supposed to be 7 hours of deep sleep.
Yes.
It's not 7 hours of just close your eyes and
Correct.
rest.
Yeah.
Let your mind wander, and then after eventually actually sleep at 3, and then after that you wake up at 6, 7 a.m. Those are things that will stack up to your sleep debt. And I think this is something that not many people know. Or some people say, then how do I counter back the sleep debt? You actually have to sleep earlier. Afternoon naps doesn't help you with your sleep.
In other words, the sleep debt cannot be repaid.
Correct.
It's not just sleep debt cannot be repaid. If you owe your body sleep at the right time, then even you sleep more hours, it's still not going to work.
Correct.
You're still not going to
May I just add on again from the biological perspective of why we need to sleep around 11 to say 6? It's because that's the time when our body actually detox. Our liver, our lymphatic system. So and in TCM they already know like between say 11 to 1 is your liver, and then it moves to a certain part of your body. So each part of your organs is actually re-regulating itself to maximize you for the next day. But so if you're not doing that, but then you are so tired, and then next day then you sleep during the day, it doesn't really help because your body function is your body function.
And I think that's a very crucial thing, and also a lot of the reasons why people get a lot of issues later on. The only way to repay actually you can't repay back your sleep back. You have to retune your body and rewire like how you're normally doing it. You need to start having routines to sleep earlier, and then eventually your body start to fix itself. Right now, if you sleep later than 11, right, you're technically destroying your body bit by bit as years pass, or days pass, or months pass.
Have you ever start thinking about what happened to the guy who's on permanent night shift?
Wow.
Or the guy who's driving Grab middle of the night? Because we appreciate having them around. Right? But those are guys who are not sleeping when they should be sleeping.
Security guards, all that.
What can they do?
It's I mean,
Or they're wasting their body in
it does affect. I mean, I've seen cases.
Wow.
I mean, I too had health issues after maybe around 8 years of being in production. The first 8 years whereby I was hardcore working day and night, but that's because of the nature of the job, right? Sleeping only 2 hours a day. So around 2010, I started having some gut issues, and then it was diagnosed as ulcerative colitis. So it's usually inflammation.
Ulcer.
Yeah, it's an inflammation of the intestines, and it leads to bleeding whenever I pass motion. It's a lot of blood each time. It's so scary. It's like, so the doctor is like, one more step, you get like cancer and all that kind of stuff. So I look back and actually, not sleeping enough is one thing, but it's also a constant stress from work. You know, even though it's like you say, you think a lot, right? So then you cannot sleep properly. But if you look at biological, it's because then your cortisol is always up. Cortisol is not a bad thing, right? It's supposed to help you wake up in the morning. But then if you're using all day, then it starts to affect everything else. You get chronic inflammation and basically chronic fatigue, chronic everything.
I think it affects hair fall, so on so on.
Yeah.
A lot of things generally.
So I had to readjust myself. I mean, I was still in the industry, but that's when I have to learn to delegate a bit more, you know. And
I have a question. How many years were you on that punishing schedule before the problem starts showing up?
I think about eight years or so.
And that is good news, right?
Yeah,
The body can take some abuse for a number of years, right?
Correct.
But you don't want to keep going, you know, at some point you got to stop. So I think for those guys on night shift, they don't want to be on night shift forever. Lah. While you need the money, you need that job, but you got to rework it. You got to find something that's better for your body. Which you did, right? But
and so this thing I realized it could be also affected by many other things like food or whatever it is. But generally I eat quite healthy. So I was in remission for this condition for about at least 12, 13 years. In fact, the doctor was quite surprised because apparently with this condition, it usually comes back. So after that, I make it a point to calm myself through breathing exercise, all these things, whatever I can do to help myself. But about 3 years ago, I was working, and this is not a long hour job, but it was psychologically a little bit punishing. Because it was stressful in that sense. It's a different kind of stress. I started having it again.
Came back.
So then I realized it is really about stress because it affected my sleep also. And now I can't really sleep. I keep overthinking again, and like the whole pattern, you know. Luckily, I got myself out there. I smarter this time around. So
But if you think about it, you had ulcer, it led to bleeding, and this is quite bad. You don't provoke it again.
Correct. So you know that at any one point in life, you cannot take your health for granted. And you cannot take sleep for granted.
So I do hope. I mean, there will be people who's gonna be watching this as well, and I also think that they need to realize that sleep is a very important factor. Even I mean, yes, I'm struggling to sleep, but we need to find a way to fix that. And I think people need to realize that they need to find a way to fix that early, because it's gonna take a while.
I think it comes first from awareness. I think we need to be aware of the importance and the value of sleep, right? If you don't know, you don't care. But if you know, and then you also know what's the consequences if you keep cheating on your sleep. Then maybe when they hear about your ulcer and your bleeding and your 13 years of struggle, 8 years of work and 13 years of consequence.
It's. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I managed to resolve it fast. But then, like I said, I don't take it for granted. You know what's funny is that one of the very first things. I mean, we all go to school. I was in Kuching, so Malaysia system But in primary 1 itself, right, we had 7 to 8 subjects. So English, Malay, science, maths. We had history, geography, but there's one thing, the only one that I really remember is health education. It wasn't very, I mean, it's just simple cartoon illustration, but I only remember one thing. It says, the first page, sleep is a complete rest. You know, so like almost telling you from the start, right? Like you know, you need to sleep. Yeah.
Chapter 1, first page.
I mean, I don't remember anything else. just that.
And then you forgot about it.
Of course, but now I'm reminded.
And I woke up this morning, I had a thought. It's just funny, it just came. Our health is our asset. If you don't take care of it, it becomes your liability.
I agree.
You spend a lot of money trying to repair it. But how to take care of health? That's why maybe I had a good sleep. My health is my asset.
Health is
and
wealth.
The sleep is critical to it, right? So, health is wealth, right? So you have to take care of your body, you have to take care of health, right? Otherwise, you're going to pay the price. We don't want to go through that suffering.
Sure.
Oh, you suffered, I've suffered. You guys still young, haven't suffered, but please don't suffer.
I feel I'm suffering already.
Allah.
I need sleep, man. I really need sleep.
Love your sleep.
I really need sleep. I mean, like, I know the importance of sleep. It's just that sometimes like I can't help it.
That's the thing.
Which one you love more, your sleep or your work?
Actually, I love both.
But then you need to sleep so you can work better.
Yeah.
That's what I think
agree, I
you
agree.
realize. Yeah.
That's the thing that people also need to know, that how important is it for you to sleep? Like, is it important for you to sleep?
Yeah.
Do you want to actually face the consequences if you know that actually sleep is going to be one of the factor of you getting, sorry to say, cancer or those
Whatever current
diseases.
And I
Like,
think like what you say, right? There was, I think there's recently a subject they were talking about how sleep actually tend to. I'm trying to find it. Like I need to open the door. Where there are a lot of people who are slightly more obese because of sleep.
Because of
Constant cortisol.
cortisol. So cortisol itself doesn't lead to that, but cortisol itself leads to your rise. Because if you're constantly cortisol high, then your insulin levels starts to that's why you get insulin resistance and then glucose level. So this will cause you to store fat. The other thing is that emerging studies shows that even one night of bad sleep destroy a part of your DNA. Can you imagine that? Your brain
One
cells.
night of bad sleep will destroy your DNA.
Yeah. So that's the emerging studies. We don't know yet, but we're looking into that. Just
Well, you have eight nights of bad sleep. So like I said,
yes.
the body. The good thing about the body is it can withstand a lot of abuse, but let's not take it for granted.
Yeah. But imagine the potential you can, push further if you actually had good sleep, right? Which is why if you look at those genius like Einstein, they do some work 2 hours, they sleep. They sleep a short while, then they refresh. They do.
Do you hear about the genius in IT who died from not sleeping?
Yeah, but there you go, right?
He was only 42. There's a actual case. He was one of the big guys behind one of the big IT companies in India, and he's very proud that he doesn't have to sleep for 3-4 days in a row.
Oh yeah.
And then one day suddenly he died.
Yeah.
I think the
Life and death.
Yeah.
the body gave up.
Yeah.
I think the more important thing is we need to weigh our odds.
Yeah.
I think life is not a sprint. I think people need to remember that.
Yeah.
I think life is a marathon. Yes, work is important, money is important, but health is equally important.
Yeah.
Because you will not realize it until it happens to you.
Right. Yep.
A lot of people say, a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe the hardest word is the word called balance.
Yeah.
Balance, yes.
I think the only way to do that is you need to have routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to have constant routine.
Yeah.
When you wake up, what are you supposed to do? The things that you're supposed to do in the afternoon, the things that you're supposed to do in the evening, and then it shut off.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Yes.
close the book.
Yeah.
People don't feel like they can sleep is because they don't have a routine.
Yeah.
Their whole day is free flow. They miss out all the work that they need to do in the afternoon probably. And
One more. I haven't finished it.
I haven't finished it.
Later I do.
Now I doing. Now I rushing. Overstimulated, cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I think that's the case. I think the best way to solve it is routines.
Yeah.
And also I don't take the sleep for granted.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching our podcast, and please follow us on all our social media platforms. All our social media platforms are in the description. We hope to see you soon.